This is Antonio, welcome back to my channel, and we're going to have some fighting words. But before we go any further, I need for you to like this video and also subscribe to my channel. So in this video, I want to talk about Teofimo Lopez. He made a statement that he wants to go up to 140, in which case he said it the first time when he lost to George Kambosos in the ring. But you really don't pay that much mind because the reality is he's emotional. He just lost. It's his first loss, and he's emotional. He's in front of a crowd of people, and there's a guy with a microphone in front of him. So you kind of you just give him a moment to basically vent. Keep in mind, in that moment, he also said that he won the fight. So you can't take that too serious on what he was saying. However, it's been a few days later, and now he's still talking about he wants to go up in weight. He's talking about fighting Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor heard the comment and kind of basically laughed it off. Basically saying he's too small. However, he said, listen, for the right money, absolutely I'll dust him off, but it's going to be a cakewalk. He's a lot smaller. And I have to agree. Josh Taylor would do horrible things to Teofimo Lopez in the ring. I've never been one to say that he has the most power in the world. He just has great timing. But I've never been quick to say how powerful he is. Well, Josh Taylor has a lot of power. Josh Taylor is bigger. Josh Taylor is stronger. Josh Taylor knows how to slip punches. Josh Taylor knows how to get in. And Josh Taylor also knows how to draw fighters into his type of fight. Listen, if George Kambosos can draw you into his type of fight, I believe Josh Taylor could draw you into his type of fight. And if you dare to come up or go up against Josh Taylor with what you did with George Kambosos, with those, just slugging with him and trying to get this one punch knockout, that's not going to work. And you're going to set yourself up for disappointment. You're going to set yourself up for a horrible night. It will end quickly, by the way, but it's going to be a horrible night. Josh Taylor is not that dude. Josh Taylor is gritty as they come. Josh Taylor he's rough and tough. He's cut from that cloth that Arturo Gotti's cut from. You don't want any part of him. And before you go talking about 140, you should probably have a fight at 140 and see how you feel. See how quick you are, because that speed of yours is a major factor in all your fights. See how fast you are. And then talk about, maybe I'll stay here, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll go back down to where I belong. I think that's a safer bet. But to sit there and say you want some of Josh Taylor, out the gate, maybe you should take on number 4 or number 5, but out the gate you want number 1. I don't think that's a smart idea. I really don't think that's a smart idea. I hope he's just in his feelings. I hope he's just emotional right now, because the guys lose fights and it's your first loss. You get a little emotional. Guys cry. Guys are, like him, he was in denial. And he said he won the fight. Now, we all know he did not win that fight, but he believed that he won that fight. So, I just think that's what he needs to do. I think he needs to just sit down. I think he needs to sit down with his team. And honestly, I think he needs a team that's honest with him. I don't feel like, when I look at Teofimo Lopez, that he has a 100% honest team. Now, if I am wrong, I do apologize, but I don't feel like... I feel like every fighter should have at least some advisors, or at least older guys or something like that, to be like, I don't know if that's the best fight for you. Well, let's talk about it, or something like that. You look at a Terrence Crawford, he talks to Andre Ward a lot, Bomac, he has people that are around him and they talk. And then, even with Tank, people say whatever they want about Tank, but he has Floyd Mayweather to talk to. He has Leonard Ellaby to talk to. And you could say Leonard Ellaby, isn't a fighter. No, but he's been around the top fighter since he's been in the game. When the man speaks, you ought to shut up and listen. So for that reason alone, he has good counsel. And when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, I feel like he's the king, and nobody's even allowed to speak in his court. And I don't know how successful a career he's going to have living like that and having a career like that, where I don't want to call them yes men, but there needs to be a little bit more, conversation when it comes to his future, because he is a talent. And I would hate to see him move up before his time. Yeah, of course, listen, we all get bigger, we all gain weight, like it is what it is. So at some point, yes, he will end up at 140. But don't jump the process. Let your body tell you, listen, I can't do this cut anymore. We need to go up to 140. As opposed to, I got a loss, you know what? I don't want to fight that guy again. Like, I don't know. I don't know. And I feel like, honestly, if Teofimo Lopez was to say, call up George Kambosos and say, you know what? I accept your offer. Let's do it again. Let's have the rematch in Australia. I believe that George Kambosos, just being a man of his word, he would say, you know what? Fine. You gave me an opportunity. I'm going to redo the favor, and I'm going to give you an opportunity, and we can go to Australia, and we can settle this. Devin Haney, I'm going to get with you when I get past him for the second time. He gave me an opportunity. I want to, return the favor. Or he could just simply say, like, okay, well, let me deal with Devin Haney, and we can do this unification bout. And then when I come back down, or when I come back, you're literally fighting for all the bouts. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I believe that he would honor that. I definitely think Devin Haney would honor it. But for Teofimo Lopez to talk about 140 and Josh Taylor, of all people, no. I think you have the skill to be in the ring with him. I just don't think you have the power. I don't think you have the size. I don't even think you have the aggression to deal with a Josh Taylor. And we're talking about a Josh Taylor who's at the top of his game right now. He is a unified champ, so I just don't know if that's a good idea for him, to be honest with you. However, if he wants to keep with the notion of going up to 140, I'm cool with that. I just think maybe he needs to look at like number 6, number 5. That's all I'm saying. See how your body feels. As a matter of fact, I think a great opponent at 140 would be Adrian the Problem Broner. That's where he's back at. He's back down where he belongs. He never should have been in welterweight, but he's back down where he belongs. And why not? That's an entertaining fight. Teofimo Lopez loves to talk. Adrian Broner loves to talk. You put them together, that's going to be a great sandwich. Why not? Fans win. They're going to win. They're going to stay. They're going to get in the mix and stay in the mix because Adrian Broner has been gone for a while. And Teofimo Lopez really needs to test the waters at 140 and see if he can really swim with these sharks. So I think it's a safe place. And if you lose to, a former champ. But if you win, you beat a former champ and you beat somebody at 140. That should give you double the confidence. But I don't think you should jump at the top dog. I mean, that's the competitor and the fighter in him. Also, the fact that he was a unified champion, that's just naturally how he's thinking. Like, well, I'm the champ. As of like last month, I was the champ. So let me just go after the other champ. Nothing wrong with that. But I think we should crawl before we walk. And I think he needs some solid counsel in his corner. And I think he needs a good tune-up fight at 140 before he goes barking up that tree of Josh Taylor. But I want to know what you guys have to say and think. Drop it down below in the comment section. And as always, please like and please subscribe.